Yeah. Yo, it's time to talk that sports talk with Cooper and Big Man. Cooper and Big Man talking, people talking sports. Time to tackle this beat. Don't ever count us out, cause we always kicking out. We go raw for the people and put the smack down on the street. New desperados in town, we going all elite. Mess around, got a triple double on them. Something like OG slam dunking on them. We got what you want, we got what you need. We bringing the heat. We wanna talk this and that, but we want that Hall of Fame shot. You always see us swinging for the fences. So watch out, ladies and gents, cause we hitting the last stratosphere section. And you know we gonna keep you guessing. Tag teaming on these haters, sending up blessings. We gonna keep praying for you, cause you know that old saying, don't hate the player, hate the game. See, that's the thing that separates us. We're on that road to greatness, and there ain't no stopping us. We them go-getters, and we gonna go get it. Shut it down like a no-hitter with 3 balls and 2 strikes, 2 away. We're doing that splitter, you never seen it coming. Something like an arcade, whoa. We gotta keep the crowd jumping. And if you ain't down with that, we got 4 words for you. Cause it's sports talk with Cooper and Big Man.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the boys are back. Sports Talk with Cooper and Big Man. How we doing, Cooper?
Doing good, brother. How you doing?
I'd be doing better if I didn't realize I made a little mistake there earlier on our slideshow, but that's okay. We'll just roll with it.
We kinda in a hurry today, man. We got things going on, things popping tonight.
That's right. We got a lot going on, and let's get it going. We're gonna start talking some WWE with the pay-per-view tomorrow night. Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell.
As the boss would like to say. And if you don't know the boss, that would be Vincent Kennedy McMahon. All right. On the show, we have for you Otis versus The Miz. Winner gets the Money in the Bank contract. Cooper, what you think?
Man, I'm taking The Miz only because I think they are changing it up. Something to do with Otis is not working out with him being the Money in the Bank holder. So I think they're looking for a way out of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why they chose The Miz.
Yeah. I honestly don't see The Miz being a champion again right now. They're running with Roman Reigns with the Universal Championship. He's not going to beat Roman. I've heard some rumors, some reports that WWE says it's a title opportunity, but doesn't specify that it has to be the top title. I've heard that there's rumors that they might go for a mid-card championship on SmackDown if Otis retains tomorrow night.
That wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, I still wouldn't mind seeing him versus Roman Reigns, but I don't see him beating Roman Reigns. I don't see it.
I don't see either one of them beating Roman Reigns. I'm honest with you. I don't see it happening, which is why I also don't understand the whole storyline. I do understand it a little bit, but I don't really understand the whole storyline with Jey Uso. We'll get into that a little bit later as we talk about the Universal Championship then. Next up on the card, we have Jeff Hardy versus Elias.
Yeah, man. I guess I guess Jeff Hardy is supposed, in the storyline, he's supposed to have hit Elias with a car or something. And on Monday Night Raw, Elias came out with his big elaborate concert and whatever. And he was, it was actually pretty cool, pretty entertaining. But in the middle of the concert, Jeff Hardy actually was playing a guitar and turned around and tried to smack Elias with it and said, "I didn't hit you with the car." So, they're just continuing the feud they had before Elias got injured, I guess.
I have a hard time with what they're doing with Jeff. I kind of get it. You got to keep him relevant. Because he did have that stipulation in his contract where they add the time you miss to the end of your contract when you're injured to make up for it, which is why he has not been able to jump ship, obviously, like his brother did. I honestly think Jeff has been kind of never really treated properly, him or Matt, when they came back. I mean, they did have a couple tag title runs. Jeff did have a little bit of a run as an Intercontinental champion.
As far as creativity goes, they haven't been able to do nothing. And,
which is why I don't blame when Matt was able to jump ship. I mean, I know Jeff can't right now, but it's I don't know. It's just a match where it's not helpful. Really, I don't really think it helps either one of them.
It doesn't help either one of them.
Elias has shown his own against what you would consider. I know a lot of people still love Jeff, but more top tiers, he's actually held his own pretty well. So if he is able to defeat Jeff Hardy, I don't really think it boosts him in any way, and I don't really think it boosts Jeff either. So it's kind of just sitting there, kind of.
You know what really sucks is when you see top tier talent.
Yeah. And
they just mid card, like with everybody, because they want to keep certain guys at a certain plateau. When you look at guys like Elias, and I know Elias can be irritating, but that's his character.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is his in-ring skill, that dude is phenomenal. He's good, man.
Yeah.
And he reminds me of like a younger, let's say Randy Savage or something like that. Yeah, granted, he looks like him, but I mean,
he kind of does, yeah.
As far as his in-ring talent, I mean, he is good, dude.
Right. So, obviously, like I said, I don't think it helps either one of them. So, we'll move on to the next match. It's a grudge match we have going on here. Best friends pitted against one another. Frenemies. You gotta love frenemies. We have Women's SmackDown Champion Bayley versus her best friend, now enemy, Sasha Banks.
Well, you knew eventually Bayley was going to turn on her, right? So, I mean, eventually it was going to happen. And, what was it? I guess she put her head in a chair and, took her out for a while. Sasha came back. She's ready to go, man.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens. It's gonna be quite the brawl.
Yeah.
I know that much.
I think everybody kind of saw this eventually happening with the turn of Bayley being from the babyface to a heel. It just was, especially when they already pretty much did this run. What was it, last year or the year before when when Sasha turned on Bayley, when they had that grudge match going on Raw. Now it's just flipped and different brand.
Yeah,
is basically what it is now. So it's not really surprising. Obviously, this was coming to a head at some point. Who do you think would take? Do you think she retains, or do you think Sasha gets it? Because it is a Hell in a Cell match, which Sasha has experience in.
I mean, it's hard to say with this one, dude. Bayley's held the title for almost a year now. I think she's broken some records with that or something to the effect, or is getting close to it. So, we'll see. Yeah. I really don't know. This could go either way for me.
Right.
I mean, really, I'm not really a big Bayley or Sasha fan per se, period. Right. So, I mean, I like Bayley. I think she's very great. I like Sasha. I think she's awesome. But I don't know. I look at people like Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler, and they're the tag team champions when those two should be solo.
Yeah.
I mean, they kill it.
Yeah, they're dominant forces.
You know.
They're dominant by themselves. But, I mean, then again, you get a dominant tag team, which kind of makes things a little bit more interesting in that aspect.
And Sasha and Bayley were that.
Yeah.
I thought they were great together. And, you know, it just always happens that way, that eventually the tag team breaks up. Eventually something happens. Yeah. So
This, to me, has the potential to be the match of the night. Because it always seems to get good matches when friends turn on each other.
Oh, yes. And not only that, but, dude, the women show out way more than the dudes anymore.
It does seem like that, yeah. So we have WWE Champion Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton, again, in a Hell in a Cell match.
In a Hell in a Cell. This is going to be good, dude.
Yeah.
Like, I enjoy just two big dudes just beating the crap out of each other. It is what it is.
What will make this most interesting about this match is going to be the fact that Orton has tons of experience inside the Hell in a Cell. So I think that does give him an advantage.
We can't count out McIntyre, dude. No. I mean, he's proven his own, come into his own, and I mean, hey, knock him off his plateau, good for you. But I doubt Orton does it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, he didn't do it in the ambulance match.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do it here, dude.
I mean, we'll see, but
we'll see. It's gonna be a knockdown, drag out fight for sure.
Yeah, because see that's the other thing is Orton doesn't have anything to lose in this match. Honestly, he's been in this championship window for a while, and I mean basically all the pressure's on McIntyre to retain.
Yeah, it really.
He doesn't have the Hell in the Cell experience Randy has. He's gotta have. I know he's a savage. But he's going to have to really dig deep to get that victory because Orton's just going to be ready to go. All right, man. And finally, we have the Universal Champion Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso Hell in a Cell I Quit match.
This is going to be scary. This is where we're going to see Roman Reigns full on dominate his cousin. And this is where the fans are going to be like, oh my God, dude. I mean, call it what you will. Call him Brock Lesnar 2.0 because,
Of Heyman?
Of Heyman. But I think this is the right direction for Roman Reigns. Yeah. I've always thought that he was better a heel than he was a babyface. And I understand wanting to push him when he was babyface because of him beating cancer, all that.
Yeah.
But you know what? This is him saying, hey, I want to go out on my own and do it on my own terms. And,
yeah.
What better way to solidify yourself being a bad guy than to take out somebody in your own family?
Right. Especially when now we have this stipulation for the I Quit match is that if Jey does say he quits, he has to then join forces with Roman Reigns in a faction or be kicked out of the family.
Wow. Yeah, man, that's crazy. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see what happens with it, man.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd love it if they called themselves the Tribe or something, you know what I mean?
It's going to be interesting. So, I mean, basically now Uso has more on his plate to lose than just not winning a Universal Championship.
Yeah.
It's going to make things interesting. On the season premiere of SmackDown, not this past week, but the week before, we had a special guest at SmackDown. He was on the inside the Thunderdome, but a lot of buzz circling around that Goldberg was technically in attendance.
Was that by video?
Yep.
Nice. Yeah. On Raw, too, they had Ric Flair.
Mm-hmm.
They had Mark Henry. So they had little pop-ups of just, random people showing up on there, which I was cool. Biggie showed himself on the Thunderdome at Raw. Nice. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So I was just thinking because Goldberg does have a contract situation where he does have to wrestle at least 2 matches every year. He's already done his matches for this year, But, the Royal Rumble is not that far off.
Are you thinking the big man's coming back?
Thinking we're going to see Mr. Goldberg.
Mr. Goldberg. Who's next, baby?
And I think he's got his sights set on the Universal Champion.
Oh, yes. The match that didn't happen. It was supposed to, and it didn't happen because when the coronavirus hit, Roman Reigns went, I'm good. Because, we understood it with, him battling cancer and whatnot.
He has one of the underlying conditions that is not really good for him to catch corona, which makes it understandable.
Yep, so I completely understand why the big man decided, hey, I'm not, I'm good. So
yeah.
I think that's a lot of my thing too. Is like with the podcast, you and I were both like,
right,
because it just sucks all the air out of the room. Like, what are you supposed to do? I mean, sports. I love that it's back, but
right.
Sports isn't like it was. I mean,
exactly.
I love how they're doing the Thunderdome, and now AEW's getting their own, own kind of stadium with the same effect type thing.
Absolutely.
So
it does help. It does help when you do get more fan interaction in some capacity, and that's what I loved about the NBA Finals, which is where I believe WWE really stole that. Okay, didn't steal it. They used that idea that the NBA went, wait a minute. We could probably do this in some capacity at our arenas, or arena, as they moved from the Performance Center to the Amway Center in Orlando. Well, wait a minute, we can do something like that, and thus they came up with Thunderdome. Thunderdome.
But yeah, man, I understand why he did it. So, to see those two clash, Spear versus Spear, it's like, yeah, dude. Roman Reigns versus Goldberg. I would love that.
So, you want to make a prediction now? He shows up, number 30 at the Royal Rumble, and
sets up WrestleMania?
Let's WrestleMania. WrestleMania 37 in Los Angeles, California. At the Inglewood.
And I think that's one thing that was really bad for me, dude, is I got upset and I was just like, man, what do I do? Like,
we missed out on WrestleMania.
We missed out on WrestleMania. It's like okay, it's like you with the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Your team makes it to the Super Bowl, you get tickets to go, you want to go.
Yep.
So for me it was like a childhood dream and all, like it's like boom, crushed.
Yeah.
And then what do we do with the podcast? And things were popping for us. This time last year, we were involved with IWA.
Yep.
Getting ready to do Insane House Party. I mean, we were set for a good comeback. A good year.
Yeah.
So when it just went boom, it's like, whoa, dude.
Everything's just gone.
So, we are happy to be back, and we've got some big things going now. So,
absolutely,
I'm very proud and very happy and very grateful for these things. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Me too, man. Me too. All right, everybody. So make sure you catch WWE Hell in a Cell tomorrow, October 25th, and see Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso. Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. Sasha versus Bayley. Jeff Hardy versus Elias. Otis versus The Miz. This is happening tomorrow, Sunday, October 25th. Show starts at 7. Get ready, or 7 Eastern. Get ready for a good time, because WWE on pay-per-views, especially name brand pay-per-views like that, always bring down the house. Anything else you want to add, bud?
Nah, man. That's good, dude. We good, bro.
All right, we good. All right, everybody. It was great seeing you. Don't forget to check us out on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And as always,
keep on talking sports.